What's up? It's George the Fragrance Press. Here are 10, even more, I've done this video 3 times now, even more fragrances I just can't stop wearing. In this video, we're going to be talking about fragrances that I'm frequenting a lot, that I'm just wearing a lot in the last, say, month or two. So let's just get straight to it. This is number 10. This is Ambre by MDCI Parfums. This is such a unique one because every now and then I'm just kind of drawn back to it. It's a very easy to wear. Again, a very soft amber, most certainly, but it's more like a amber mixed with tea, maybe even a little bit of vanilla and maybe orange blossom in here. It's just very monotone, but with that it's also very well made, so I keep just going back to it and wearing it. Of course, the fragrance that this house is infamous for is Invasion Barbare, which is one of the best barbershop fragrances apparently in the world. I smelt it and I thought it was okay, but I actually preferred this one much more, and I did actually get it, and these are, you know, not very cheap. Number 9, I don't care what anybody says, what any fragrance reviewer tells you. They'll talk about all of the darker fragrances and the cold weather fragrances, which of course are supposed to warm you up, but I guarantee you that most fragrance reviewers at this time of year, even when it's freezing, will have a fresh or citrusy fragrance, or at least to have just a nice change of pace. This is that for me. This is Bulgari Man Extreme. I've been wearing this every now and then when I've just wanted to smell clean, you know. I've been wearing a lot of gourmands, a lot of sugar, a lot of oud, a lot of wood, and that's lovely, and you know, I do enjoy it, but every now and then I just get up and I'm like, I just like to smell fresh today. I just like to smell clean, and this does it. This has got a great orange citrusy note with some woods and a little bit of musky tones, but it's all about the freshness with an underlayer of woodier things. But everything's clean, everything's fresh. The video review that I did of this back in like 2013, 2014 is one of my most watched reviews ever. So I mean, some of you might have even subscribed to me or been watching this video because of the review that I did of this. I feel kind of the same about it. I still always like it. I never didn't like it. You know, it's a great fragrance, and it was my summer number 1 at one point, but it really does tick a lot of boxes. It's mainstream, it gets a good amount of attention, and yeah, it just makes you smell fresh and clean. Number 8 is, of course, this Kisses Rain. Obviously, it's kind of become overwhelming, you know, because of the fact that I wore this so much in like 2018 and 2017 especially, that I'll take breaks from it, I'll distance myself from it, and I don't want to just be the Kisses Rain guy, because that's kind of how I felt with it. But it's a great cardamom vanilla fragrance that smells very delicate, very romantic, very sexy, very just sensual, and very poetic, and it's very dreamy and quite magical. Right now, with my poet aesthetic at the moment that I'm trying to go for, this really resonates with me so much. It's a floral vanilla fragrance with some woods that really just ground it and give it a lot. But if you don't like vanilla and you don't like feminine fragrances and you don't like fragrances that make you more in touch with your poetic and romanticized and feminine side, then, you know, I just wouldn't bother, to be honest. Number 7 is anybody talking about this? And if not, like, why not? This is Fern by Slumber House. This is their latest release. I love Slumber House. I just think that they are just so different and so cool, but never like over the top and never pretentious. This is so different from anything they've done. They usually do very dark and gritty fragrances, but this has got coconut in it, like a coconutty milk. It also has some incense and some spices. This is happy. This is a very happy fragrance, but you can also tell that it's niche and that it's not still the most mainstream thing going. I am really looking forward to wearing this in spring. In fact, I think that this could really do well on a spring list very easily. But I've got a review of this coming out, I believe, tomorrow or the day after, very latest. It's a great fragrance, and if you want something, if you want a coconut, incensey, cinnamon coconut kind of smell, then look into this. Also, if you're a fan of Mitza by Christian Dior, yeah, this has that element as well, but mixed in with some sunshine, sunny coconut things going on. It's bizarre, it's wild, it's different, and it's what I like. And then we get to this. This is, of course, Spicebomb Extreme, which I literally just did a review of. Christmassy, cinnamon, tobacco, nutmeg, all those things, all those great things that we love about this time of year, rolled into a vivacious and strong bottle of spice. It's a fragrance for people who want to smell warm and cozy and Christmassy and really love spices and really love spicy gourmands. Then this is just going to be heaven for you if you're into that kind of thing. But number 5 here, if you just want to go full on vanilla and also nutmeg and hazelnut and just go full on designer gourmand, then I present to you this. This is Emporio Armani Strong With You Intensely. I have been wearing this so much. I'm a gourmand lover, right? I love sugary, vanillic kind of fragrances, if you haven't kind of guessed already. This is a designer company going, we've got you, buddy. Here it is. Here's the vanilla, here's the warmth, here's the coziness, here's the comfort, and here's some hazelnut as well to just really rein you in. And that's why I've been wearing this a tremendous amount, because I've just really it's a very straightforward sell. And if you like your Feve Delicieuses of the world, if you like your Tobacco Vanilles, if you like those really rich, engulfing gourmand fragrances, this is absolutely fantastic for you, as it has been for me. But there is one better that does it a lot better, and that is, of course, Feve Delicieuses. I just want to make a little point here. You're going to see the cutaway here, and what's happened is I've had this for like 6 years, and so the R has sort of eroded a little bit, so now it says Christian Diop. People think, people have found that to be the funniest thing ever. I've had comments going, Christian Diop, the typo. It doesn't say Christian Diop. It says Christian Diop. Christian Diop. Why is it called Christian Diop? Because the R eroded it a little bit. I mean, it's not that funny, but people have treated this bottle as though it's like that thing in Monty Python where it's like a joke that's so funny that could kill you. That is apparently peak comedy that the R has eroded. Pralines, tonka bean gives it a bit of a bitterness along with that sweetness. Vanilla, a gourmand lover's dream, similar sort of to Stronger With You, but this has that praline note which gives it a rougher edge and a bit more of a bitterness, and I adore it and love it. It's fantastic. If you are again into vanilla fragrances, these 3 are just absolutely must try, no question. Number 3 is this, a City on Fire. I discussed this in a recent video about fragrances that don't really get compliments and people don't even really like me wearing it, but I wear it anyway. I'll echo my statements. This is, you've just smell as though you've poured barbecue oil or barbecue lighter fluid and then lit yourself on fire with a match. But then there's this sweet woody musk with dark berries and labdanum. It goes somewhere that you wouldn't even expect, right? At first you're a match on fire, a city on fire, but then it really goes to somewhere that I think is quite sexy and quite musky and quite, dare I say, not mainstream, but it's things that you'd recognize definitely in more mainstream fragrances. It's a complex scent. It's a really complicated fragrance. That just makes me want to wear it even more. It just makes me even more intrigued. It's phenomenal. So that is a City on Fire. Number 2 is this. This is Behold Patchouli by Daniel Gallagher. Daniel Gallagher has sent me some stuff before, and so he has my address, and so he just sent me this, and a couple of reviewers I think just got this, and I was not expecting this, and I was not, because I've been up and down with Daniel Gallagher fragrances. There are some that are just like wild, and I don't get it, and I don't understand. And then there have been some fragrances where I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I get that. And he's like really, he's really on the nose. Like, he's cool with criticism. He's doesn't really seem to have an ego about it, and he's just like, I just said to him, look, I don't really like some of your stuff, and he was like, okay, cool, don't worry about it. And I think that's really cool. So that's really mature and cool and brilliant. Then I get this out of the blue, and I think, okay, Daniel Gallagher, right, okay, well, at least I know I can be honest with him, and he's not going to freak out about it. And then I sprayed it, and it is Terry's Chocolate Orange mixed with Musk Ravageur, mixed with L'Instant de Guerlain Eau Extreme, and a little bit of maybe some Dior Homme. It's like a lot of fragrances that I love and know rolled into one, but there's also an old school edge to it. There's an elevation in his game, there's an elevation in his style, there's an elevation in his discipline. This is Daniel Gallagher coming into his own, and this, I hope, is a hit for him. I think it's an absolute hit. I've been wearing it so much, and I've really, really loved it, but I hope that this is the fragrance that creates the traction. People, some people know who Daniel Gallagher is, of course, but some people don't. I hope that this is the one that really, really puts his company on the map, because this, to me, is his finest work so far. But number one is is this right here. This is Ombre Leather. I'll just kind of move these away here. Ombre Leather is the fragrance that I've been wearing the most of, easily, by far. There's a number of reasons why I've been wearing it. A certain someone that I know really enjoys me wearing this. But it's just kind of so simple to wear, so straightforward to wear, and so straightforward in its premise. It's a very, very clean, masculine leather that smells really solid, really good, and lasts a long amount of time. Sometimes it's the most straightforward and predictable fragrances that you keep coming back to, because people like comfort and people enjoy a little bit of predictability now and then. Sometimes I don't, and I wear a City on Fire. This is, if you just kind of take away all of the crazy fragrances that I'll wear and all of the fun and mad fragrances, I do need, like anybody needs, whether it be a reviewer or just you, a casual viewer, you need a signature scent, and you need a scent that you can consistently go to time after time after time and not worry about it and not think about it. And that is this. It is a clean, dark leather fragrance. You've got something that's very leathery, but it's also sweet and clean, and that's just ticking a hell of a lot of boxes, so much. And yeah, this is what I've been wearing. It's been perfect for me this autumn season. Those were 10 fragrances that I cannot stop wearing. Hope that you enjoyed this list. Hope that you got something from it. And if you did, please consider liking this video, subscribing, and hitting that notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload. What fragrances can you simply not put down? Fragrances that you're really loving wearing at this moment? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks, I'm the Fragrance Press. I'll see you soon. Bye.